It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is the Caps' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Caps and the Desperados. All that and more coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September. You're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things...
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. That's caught. Left inside. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Desperados offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Caps offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Slot receiver headed right. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Trying to do it himself, but this will come up short. They mark him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think, obviously, you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Desperados offense ready to get back at it. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Now he takes off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 36-yard line.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on 3rd down. Let's see if you can take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a 4th down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession.
Myers' kick is good. And the Desperados will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Caps offense getting set to get back to work. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength. Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. To the right side here, pass is caught.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Caps offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Caps will take a 6-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific passing catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. All field goals in that first half. 6-3 the score at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in the Sooner State of Oklahoma, and it's the Redwoods who have the lead in that one. The rookie, Bo Nix, showing why he was taken in the first round. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Max dug in 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And that one all tied. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Caps offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Caps. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The score, Caps 13, Desperados 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety, and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1. 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. 3rd down and 9. They bring their tight end right. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll run on 2nd down, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give on the ground, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Caps ready to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Desperados offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll look to throw. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here. There he goes. Inside the 30. Wadarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Paris first down.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. they're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs, that's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Caps. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Caps will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Desperados offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Second down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? And
that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Desperados.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now a run on first down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Caps will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. From the gun, it's Gino. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
They'll go. Smith. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.